Get started. So today we're going to be playing through my video game, my final project for my IMS 213 class. This is Jackson Abram, and so in this game, the objective is to get to the laptop at the top of the structure. So you've had your laptop stolen and all your different projects stolen, and they've been scattered across this giant structure, so you have to go find them. So we're going to start by collecting some of these flash drives, these project flash drives, just sort of littered around here. To get the player used to sort of collecting them. There's 200 of these flash drives in total across the map, so they're quite plentiful. And with some optimal routing, you can collect all of them. You probably won't be doing that today for the sake of time. Instead, we're going to be trying to get to the top of the structure and reaching the laptop as within relatively reasonable amounts of time. There's also these save file looking disks that you also have to collect, and that's important too. So this is kind of the first obstacle of the game. There's these moving platforms that are sort of slightly off-put from one another, and they move back and forth. If you're not quick enough, they will make you fall off. So the other thing about this game is that there's some progression to it. There's actually an elevator up towards the top that's not currently enabled, so we have to go find the button to turn on the elevator. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on this little so it's sort of obstacle course over here with a couple of different jumps, and that'll take us there. There's a secret save file over there. There's probably a way to get to that, but I'm not telling you. It's a secret. So you'll have to find that yourself if you're interested. Now, yeah, we're going to get to the top of this sort of obstacle course here to reach the button. And once we step on the button, that'll enable the elevator. And so when we step on the button, let's click the flash drives first, just so it doesn't get in the way. And we step on the button, it's going to move us over to the elevator. We're going to see if the elevator is now working, which is wonderful for us because that's how we're going to get to the top of this structure and get our laptop back. But what I'm going to do, actually, I'll just get the other one later. There's 3 secret save files around the map that are also collectibles, and they're hidden in relatively difficult to reach locations. There's one that's a little bit easier to get, and then there's a couple over in that sort of back course, the other 2. And so those are for players who are really interested in 100% completing the game and getting all the collectibles. So this is the other obstacle. If you're not careful, like I was just there, it'll push you right down to the bottom, back onto the other moving platforms, or perhaps even onto the ground, which would be significantly detrimental to your progress and could cost you some valuable time to get to the end. As far as I can tell in my playtesting of this game, the fastest I've made an optimal route of all the collectibles in this game has been just like a minute, has basically been 4 minutes and like 45 seconds I've been able to do it. But that is relatively difficult, all things considered. Okay, we're running a little short on time, so let's see if we can quickly get to the top before I'm out of time on this video. I want to miss this jump, so I'm going to let those reset themselves. It's sort of the challenge of it. If you go for the secret collectibles, the relatively easy challenges start to stack up on you. It starts to become difficult because you realize you're running out of time. So we're going to quickly see if we can masterfully make these jumps and not screw up too bad. Oh, goodness gracious, I panicked. Okay, this is fine. This is absolutely fine. We are going to make it back to the top. We're going to do that by being very careful with these jumps and very careful with our timing. So it's a very sort of, you have to be very meticulous with your movement and aware of your timing in order to do well in this game. So we're actually going to jump back up here because these move a lot quicker than the ones down at the bottom. It's the elevator we turned on earlier, so it's going to go up and down, take us to the top where we can find our laptop and finish the game. Now we're at the top of the structure. We just need to climb a few more platforms, and that'll be the end of the game. There's our victory screen. So we didn't complete the game 100%, but we came pretty close. So yeah, game.